banana to bitter melon. It turns out that this is also the effect in five-star hotels. Everyone who has eaten it praises it. I finally figured out how to eat bitter melon properly. Let's watch the video to see it in detail. In Chinese cuisine, bitter melon is sometimes called gentleman's vegetable because it does not impart bitterness to other ingredients when cooked, and it is always praised by people for its nutritional value. Banana is a fruit that we can eat all year round. It is also very nutritious. There is no connection between them in life. But I never expected that bitter melon and banana combined together would become so unique and best-selling. No need to say more. Let's get started. Don't rush to wash the bitter melon. First, let's cut off the head and tail. Then cut the fruit in half from the middle. Where are you from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Now, let's prepare a long, thin spoon to remove the white flesh and seeds of the bitter melon. Bitter melon contains many vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. Eating it regularly in the summer not only has the effect of cooling the summer, but can also eliminate fatigue and discomfort. It helps increase appetite. It is also good for people who often suffer from constipation. But many people are afraid of bitterness. In fact, the most bitter part of bitter melon is the flesh and the white membrane inside. Those of you who are afraid of bitterness when eating them should remember to scrape these parts before cooking, which will be much more delicious. Now, let's wash the bitter melon, because after scraping, there will be some debris inside and there will be dust on the skin. Pectin in bitter melon is a form of soluble fiber which can reduce bad cholesterol and total cholesterol, thereby effectively preventing cardiovascular disease and helping to limit cardiovascular complications. Rinse a second time with clean water. After rinsing, drain. Put it on a plate and set aside. Next, prepare a handful of goji berries. Add clean water to wash them. Because bitter melon is cold, those who are afraid of cold can prepare a handful of goji berries to combine. Now pour out the dirty water. Then replace it with clean water. Then soak the goji berries for later use. Next, prepare the pot. Then add water. And boil the water over high heat. When the water boils, add a spoonful of salt. Then put the bitter melon in to blanch. At high temperatures, the bitter substances will be destroyed, reducing the bitterness of the bitter melon. In addition, bitter melon contains oxalic acid, which can hinder the absorption of calcium in food. When you blanch it in hot water like this, you can remove the oxalic acid. This also helps to eat healthier. Here we need to pay attention when blanching bitter melon. Turn it frequently while cooking. Even heating will make it more delicious. Do not cook bitter melon for too long, so as not to affect the texture, nutrition, and flavor of bitter melon. Blanch for about 3 minutes. Then, you can take out the bitter melon. After removing it from the pot, quickly put it in boiling water to cool. This will help the bitter melon cool faster and make the texture crispier. At the same time, it can keep the bitter melon green, preventing it from turning yellow. It can also reduce the loss of nutrients in bitter melon. This helps to lock in the flavor so that the taste and nutrition of bitter melon can be better preserved. Now take out the prepared banana. Let's peel the banana. Then take out the bitter melon. Carefully put the banana into the bitter melon. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. Break the remaining banana. This will not only facilitate the later work, but also enhance the beauty of the dish. After the banana is stuffed, put the bitter melon on the cutting board. Just take a knife and cut it into small pieces. Although bitter melon is good for your health, you should avoid drinking tea immediately after eating bitter melon to avoid affecting your stomach. It is better to drink tea after 1 to 2 hours. Although bitter melon can reduce blood sugar levels, preventing the risk of diabetes, If you are taking hypoglycemic drugs, eating bitter melon can cause blood sugar levels to drop below the allowable level and harm your health. If you are taking any kind of sugar-reducing medicine, consider the amount of bitter melon used. Now arrange them on a plate. You can make any shape you like. Then add each goji berry can be used as decoration. It can also provide comprehensive nutrition. Finally, you can add honey to reduce the bitterness of bitter melon. If you do not like sweet food, you can skip this step. So eye-catching and attractive, the delicious and nutritious banana-stuffed bitter melon is done. Do you like this nutritious dish? Everyone can't help but drool when watching this scene. We usually cook vegetables and fruits separately. Bitter melon has never been considered a food that can be combined with banana, one of the fruits to become such a delicious dish. This bitter melon stuffed banana dish looks like a work of art, but it smells fresher than a work of art. As long as you eat it last, you will definitely be impressed by its sweet and delicious taste. The key is low fat, fast filling, and high nutrition. If you are worried about how to lose fat, then why not try this bitter melon stuffed with banana? Delicious and not fatty. If you can maintain it for a week to ensure that your belly disappears, giving you a slim waist. The biggest fear of losing weight is not having enough nutrition. I can't open my mouth and can't move my legs. But as long as you are willing to try, persevere a little more and you will succeed. Do you often eat bitter melon? How do you use it? If you have any ideas or delicious dishes with bitter melon, please leave a message in the comment section. Thank you very much for your support. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.